Yeah, I did change, and I'm really glad I changed.
This one's wife. In hiding. Oh, if only they were, I hear you all say. According to the Mirror, Harry and this one's wife holed up in Montecchio Mansion after crushing High Court defeat. Oh dear. Oh dear. Is it the case that the narcissist is asserting control by withdrawal? Well, this is rather at odds with the fact that she's been pictured on a ski slope. Well, standing on a ski slope. We don't actually see her doing any skiing, but we do know that she wants to portray the image of being sporty, even though, as I've pointed out in a separate video, we never actually see her doing anything sporty. And she wants to portray this image because, of course, her sister-in-law is very sporty. As I demonstrated very neatly in a previous video, you see lots of pictures of Harry engaging in physical activities, lots of pictures of the Princess of Wales engaging in physical activities. So, for example, seeing her yachting, kayaking, playing tennis, engaging in athletics, playing rugby. She gets involved, rolls up her sleeves and gets amongst it. This one's wife, the most you'll see is her doing some yoga. Now, not everybody is sporty, but this one's wife likes to create the image of being that, even though she isn't, because of course she can't stand the fact that her sister-in-law is seen as sporty, and indeed is. It gets under her skin, and particularly when people compliment Catherine about her sportiness, her athleticism, her decent legs and all of that, that really infuriates this one's wife. So, of course, what she needs to do, even though she can't ski and she isn't sporty, needs to create the image and idea that she is. Once again, the illusion-weaving behaviour of the narcissist. Thus, she popped up on the ski slope with two apparent friends. Not doing any skiing, not being photographed doing any skiing, not being filmed doing any skiing, but being around snow and other people that were skiing. Now, it might be that that trip took place before the handing down of the judgment. That's a possibility. But what does the Mirror say about all of this? Well, this one's wife and Prince Harry are believed to be taking time out of the public eye and spending time in their Montecchio home after the Duke suffered a defeat in his case against the UK Home Office. The couple have not been spotted together or out at public events for their Archwell Foundation since the ruling was revealed. Well, in fairness, this article was released yesterday. The judgment was handed down on Wednesday, so it's not really a surprise that they might not have been seen in the space of one day, or they actually have, because this one's wife is on the ski slopes, and the Mirror has roundly fucked it up. Now, ordinarily, it might be the case that a narcissist would retreat as a consequence of a defeat. As you know, the narcissist can assert control three ways: directly, by hoovering, indirectly, by triangulation and smearing, or through withdrawal. That withdrawal might be active, for instance, walking away from you, putting the phone down on you, ignoring your text message, or it can be passive, where the narcissist is actually not interacting with you, albeit you've come up on their radar. For instance, they've thought about you, but then they jettison that thought about you. Thus, the defeat in court is a threat to this one's wife's control, because Harry is an extension of her, and of course she wants security paid for because of her sense of entitlement. She wants other people's money to be used for her benefit. That's pretty typical of the mindset of a narcissist. Therefore, the fact that the court said that there was nothing wrong about not providing this blanket paid-for security means that it affects her need for control, and a possible reaction to that would be to withdraw. The Mirror continues by explaining Harry shared a video message for the Well Child Award nominations ahead of their 2024 ceremony, but this one's wife has not been spotted or spoken publicly. Well, again, it might be that the Mirror have got this hopelessly wrong, and she has been seen on the ski slopes, or that the trip to the ski slopes took place before the judgment was handed down. Harry has been trying to overturn a ruling which saw his security status downgraded after he stopped being a working royal, as he cited concerns over his safety and that of his wife and 2 young children. The court battle, which looks set to continue if the Duke launches an appeal, will reportedly cost around £1 million. Last year, it was revealed that the couple spends a hefty amount, reportedly around £1.58 million a year, on security for themselves and their young children in the United States. Harry lost the High Court battle as retired High Court Judge Sir Peter Lane gave the official ruling on the case that has been ongoing since 2020. Following High Court ruling, details of Harry's case have been made public, including his fears for his family when he visits Britain. Much of the legal proceedings surrounding the case, which covered security arrangements for senior figures, were held in private in December, with the ruling issued by retired High Court Judge Sir Peter Lane on Wednesday morning. In the ruling, he rejected the Duke's case and concluded Ravek's approach was not irrational nor procedurally unfair. Sir Peter said Harry's lawyers had taken an inappropriate, formalist interpretation of the Ravek process. The Duke's lawyers said he was singled out and treated less favourably by the body. In December, when the challenge was made, Home Office lawyers told the High Court that Harry would still have publicly funded police security, but these would be bespoke arrangements specifically tailored to him, rather than the automatic security provided for full-time working royals. Hours after the announcement, the Duke revealed he plans to appeal the decision. Thus, as you know, defeat for the Duke, which is a defeat for the Duchess, by virtue of him being an extension of her. It remains to be seen, given that the judgment was handed down on Wednesday, and let us assume that the ski trip was prior to that and has only just surfaced, whether they stay out of the public eye. This might be a reaction of a narcissist to withdraw to gain that control, but I'll tell you this, it won't last for long. The compulsion that she has, that nagging itch that needs to be scratched, the necessity for the receipt of fuel, the need to be seen, the need to be talked about in the gossip mags, the need for the PR puff pieces to be pumped out. All of that is almost like an unstoppable force for her. She cannot help herself but need to be spotted. And of course there is the opportunity, whilst King Charles is having cancer treatment, withdrawing from public duties, and whilst the nemesis, the Princess of Wales, continues to convalesce, that this one's wife's narcissism will take full advantage of them not being as prominent to try and ensure that as much of the spotlight shines on her. Alternatively, might it be the case that, as we know, and as I explained in parts passing, this one's wife and Harry knew that they were going to lose. That judgment was given to them on the 1st of February. And therefore, they'd had a month to run around trying to get the buy-in of King Charles and improve their position publicly in order to try and get the king to step in and pay for their security arrangements. Do they realise that that's in vain? And if they do keep a low profile, is this as a consequence of withdrawal by her to assert control, and also would emphasise that the recent PR blitz that we've seen was all about trying to get their security paid for, and given that it hasn't worked, they're going to give up on trying that, and thus she falls quiet again. Only time will tell. Let's see what she does next. It won't be long before she makes a reappearance, and narcissism drives her to do so. But will it be tomorrow? Will it be in a week? Well, certainly the PR puff pieces will continue to be churned out. That's almost like a standing instruction to do it on a daily basis. But will she actually do anything after the blitz of activity that we've witnessed recently? Let's wait and see. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.